Alright, so in today's video, we are going to be going over should you summon for Eleanor. More specifically, should you summon on her banner. So here's her banner. It's got 5 units on it, just like every other banner. And then 3 of them, kind of buns. Just because they're old awoken units, they're okay, but nothing crazy. And then the other 2, it's going to be Evil Pola and, of course, Eleanor. So let's get into their kits immediately. So Eleanor, she's an Earth Demon with a 6-star support, a 5-star magic, and a 4-star defense. You should never get her LB7. She's not that good. But her skill is going to, for 10 seconds, increase own damage by 20%. Her art, for 20 seconds, reduce enemies' earth res by 50%. True art, for 30 seconds, increase all allies' magic damage by 150%. And her super art is extremely unique. For 30 seconds, increase all allies' skill CT speed by 15 times the number of super arts that has been used. Percent, max 180%, and equip CT speed by 5 times number of super arts has been used. Percent, max 60%. Additionally, for 15 seconds, increase all allies DR by 30%. So, crazy kit. It's just some damage buffs, some skill CT, equip CT, and DR on that super art. So this super art is extremely unique. It's pretty good. It's just going to take a while to stack it to something that's useful. And then her passives increase own arts by 2 times number of Earth allies alive in party, max 8 a second. Increase all allies magic res by 10%, just a little bit more tankiness for the whole team. Honestly, I think she's missing some sort of arch gen. Like, I want her to be a sort of mono Earth SGL, but she's missing that team-wide arch gen. So it's kind of unfortunate. She has a little bit of damage buffing, which is useful. It's only for magic, though. And honestly, the Earth team is leaning more towards physical with, like, Luvia and Rin, War God Fen, Uzu, all of them. They'd be doing a lot of damage. But then, I mean, the magic side's coming around. We got Yubel, we got Evil Eye, we got Veldora, we got Eleanor now. So it's pretty good. And it's only going to get better. So, honestly, she's a pretty good unit, but she's nothing crazy. And her true weapon, actually, you're definitely going to want to get this on her. It's just got an extremely unique passive. For 10 seconds, increase own magic damage by 40% and reduce enemies' magic res by 30%. So just helping her hit a little bit harder. And then when equipped by Eleanor, the skill CT speed buff and equip CT speed buff from super arts will start at 60% and 20% respectively. So you're starting with a 60% skill CT buff and a 20% equip CT buff. So definitely going to want to use that on her just to speed her up a lot. And yeah, she's pretty much just mono Earth. The skills on mono Earth magic specifically aren't the craziest. Like, Eleanor's is just going to be increasing her own damage. And then Yubel's is like 20 arts and 20% DR down to the enemy. And then Veldora's is just damage. And Evil Eye's is just going to be... Who is Evil Eye's? She increases her own arts by 40. So it's going to help Evil Eye a little bit. But for everybody else, it's not really doing anything crazy. So then we get into the equip CT. The equips on Mono Earth Magic really aren't that good. Like, we have on the team of Eleanor, Yubel, Veldora, and Evil Eye, we have 1 defense equip and 2 support equips. So the rest of the skill CT, the rest of the equip CT is just going to be used on, like, magic and physical equips, which they're nice, but really that's just buffing damage. And when you got Veldora on the team, you don't really need to buff damage. That man does a stupid amount already. But survivability, I mean, we got 30% DR from Eleanor herself. We're going to get... does Evil Eye's DR stack? Evil Eye's DR is... Yep. It's going to increase damage res by 20% and Earth allies damage res by an additional 20%. So it should be getting that additional 20%. but I don't think it'll get the initial 20%. So from those two, you should have 50% DR, and then you add in Veldora's defense equip, which should be up 100% of the time with Eleanor's super art at max stacks. And then you'll be at, like, let's say, like 80% DR, which is nice, pretty good. We're missing some heals on the team, but still, solid team. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Eleanor. And then let's take a little quick, just run over Evil Pola, just because she's still a good unit. She's she's here. She's on the banner. If you get her, it's something to be happy about. So her skill is going to cure all allies poison, and if you do cure the poison, that ally will get 60 arts. Cool in certain fights, but most of the time it's useless. Her art for 15 seconds increase all ally stats by 30% and reduce all allies damage taken from poisoned enemies by 30%. So 30% heal, 30% DR. Awesome. True art for 30 seconds increase above 50% HP allies arts by 4 seconds and reduce enemies poison res by 50%. This is type F, so it won't stack with Ubel, so be careful with that on your mono earth team. They won't work very well together. And then her super art, 100% chance to inflict poison. For 30 seconds, increase all allies' physical damage with respect to how high own HP is. Max 150%. Her passives, paralyze res, disease res, and increase own damage and break power against poison enemies by 100%. And then her true weapon is 70% chance to inflict poison, increase own damage by 35%, and when equipped by Pola, increase own arts by 3 a second. So Pola is still a solid unit. She's nothing crazy, but she adds more to the banner. And honestly, if you don't have a good Earth team, picking up either of these units is going to be helpful. So I think a single 50, it's a good idea. I don't think you should go any deeper than a single 50, honestly. Just do your guaranteed and then get out of there. I wouldn't use Alk on this banner. I would save Alk for, like, soon we're going to be getting Orvel and Platina. Save your Alk for those units. Eleanor is nothing crazy. She's kind of just a worse version of SGL. Just less damage buffs, more DR, but no Arch Gen. Yeah, that's kind of it. She's slower too. So honestly, she's nothing crazy, but I would say do your guaranteed, and if you get her, that's awesome. If you don't, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. See ya!